Hey everybody, this is Kai Sawyer from Tokyo Urban Permaculture. We have a big project that just started called the Peace and Permaculture Dojo. This is happening in Chiba, which is the prefecture on the east side of Tokyo, where the airport is and Disneyland is and all that good stuff. So we just got about 2 acres, almost a hectare of old homestead, Japanese old homestead. We're renovating the building, experimenting with peace culture, and yeah, this is just kind of like a short video to introduce you to the project, tell you what's happening so I don't have to write it all the time. And also most of our information is in Japanese, so this is just an opportunity to get some English into the web. Yeah, so come check it out. Right now we're doing a floor making workshop. So we're making the floor of the Japanese, it's called kominka, old house. And then we have too many people right now, so we're doing a bench making workshop. We also have a little group working on pulling out some bamboo and getting rid of mosquito larvae. So come check it out. So right now we have a team working on making the floors. The condition of the house was much worse than we thought when we first came, so we basically are rebuilding the pillars and the foundation. We have a very skillful carpenter who, this is called shiho kamatsugi. It's a Japanese way of joining wood. And so yeah, this is the main pillar of the house, called daikoku bashira in Japan, and fixed it, put a new foundation, and we took out all the floors, and we did something cool where we put in rice husks. Some were charcoaled, others are just normal rice husk, and so they're inside here as insulation. So we have that as insulation. Then we're putting in the floors right now and teaching people how to put floors in. So we have more people who can make floors and also be able to fix Japanese kominkas, traditional houses, which are super cold. And so the whole design challenge is how to make it warm so people actually want to hang out in it. So yeah, this is happening. We got a raccoon living up there. It's a thatched house with a metal sheet covered. So we got to get the raccoon out and fix all kinds of stuff. But yeah, it's coming along, and we're hoping to do some workshops here, maybe host some groups and have some interns live here, maybe in 2018. So this year is just trying to get the foundation and build our culture slowly. So come with me and we'll see more of the property. So we got our first compost toilet happening right now. But Joseph Jenkins is straight out of his Humanure handbook. Yeah, so we got our first toilet. We've been operating without a toilet. So we got a compost toilet happening. If you look at the house now, you can see, so it's like a giant roof, and the giant roofs are because it's thatched. And then it looks like it's tiles, but it's actually just a metal casing over it. But it looks really cool. And so this whole property we're just sort of inherited. It's a 10-year lease. So we're gonna slowly build dwellings and workshops and places for people to do things. But we're very much in the early stages, so we're not so ready to host people yet. But if you have really amazing skills or the situations and the stars align, then maybe we can take you in, but if not, just wait a little bit more until we're ready. Okay, so check out, we got a bamboo forest down here. We got a bunch of bathtubs. It's pretty common in rural Japan, and so they're dumping out the water, which are mosquito larva propagation facilities that we didn't want. So they're dumping out organic matter and all kinds of stuff.
Tiny town.
Yeah.
Do you know where?
Yeah. My mom lives in southern Vermont.
Right.
In Westminster, next to Belleville.
And the bamboo forest. The bamboo is from China, and it's so overgrown. They were brought into Japan for bamboo shoots, but because people don't eat them and they're a very prolific plant, they just keep invading. So a lot of our trees are, you can see, like rotted. We have limbs falling down, and we have strong winds. We have typhoon in Japan, so it's kind of quite a hazard. So we're just trying to clean things up, get rid of a lot of the bamboo so we can have a safer environment, and start planting fruit trees and gardens and all that good stuff. But it is nice to have a bamboo forest and hear the kind of the trickle of leaves. See one of our outdoor baths with the bamboo chimney. The bamboo is so intense, they let us like puncture through the plastic baths. Or maybe that one's metal. So hopefully we're gonna figure out how to make some bamboo charcoal, and start making just tons of charcoal and put it in the soil as an amendment, use it to purify the water. And then this used to be, I guess somebody was farming it, probably organically, and then it just got overgrown with bamboo. So we got rid of a lot of the bamboo. We're gonna have to dig out the roots, which is gonna probably be a lot of work. But yeah, we're thinking about gardening here and then starting to design our food forest and slowly put some fruits and chestnuts in. So lots of space for Japan. And then all surrounding this area is rice paddies. This is like a very famous rice paddy area. So yeah, we're surrounded by rice paddies. We have really warm weather down in southern Chiba. So great place to grow food, and it's quiet. You can't hear cars. Just the frogs, the beach, and occasional train that goes by. This is a potato farmer. He's been farming potatoes on this land for almost a decade, I think. And so we now kind of have ownership of the land, but we didn't want to kick them out. And it's just great to have a local skillful farmer on site and making potatoes, and we can learn how to make potatoes. And then also he's been working with the wild boar that lives next door in the abandoned property, so he can maybe help us figure out a way to keep the wild boar out, because they will do some really amazing hole digging in places we don't want them to hole dig. So, and it's just cool to see, you know, the kind of things that local rural farmers do. He says this is to actually scare the wild boar off, because they're easily scared, and so just the kind of the sound will shock them more than the wimpy ass bamboo that, you know, looks like a visual barrier, but the boar could just plow through that. Yeah, and then all around is rice paddies. A major feature of this area is that we don't have high mountains, which is really common in Japan, so it just feels very spacious, lots of sun, can have longer days. Yeah, this has been a dream project. I've been in Japan since 2011, slowly working up to get property and a solid team to work on it, and eventually start a permaculture internship program where we bring in things that I've experienced around the world and traditional homesteading, farming skills and knowledge, and really try to bring that to the younger generation who have been alienated from nature, especially the ones in Tokyo. And this is about 2 hours from Tokyo by train, and then a 10-minute walk from the train station. So it's actually quite accessible, but far enough that we don't have that influence of the busyness and the development. So yeah, a lot of my inspiration comes from the Bullock's Permaculture Homestead, and lots of different farms around the world. And it's kind of like peace infrastructure for me. If we can grow food and teach people how to grow food and build houses and kind of design culture, I think we can really change the direction of where things are heading. So yeah, this is a place to experiment, to get some healing, and just a place that can support people to live, so that, you know, people don't have to give up on their dreams or settle for something that they don't really want to do, and develop their inner strength, like to really believe in themselves and feel like, wow, I could probably just make my own house and grow my own food, and I don't have to get a job that I don't want, you know. So that's the vision. This tree fell down in a typhoon maybe a week after we signed the contract, but luckily it didn't fall on the house. It's a sugi, which is one of the most common trees all over Japan. And yeah, wasn't so healthy like a lot of the trees here. And then also the house comes with a mini shrine. That's a kind of I think it's in the Shinto tradition, and it's a mini shrine that a lot of the older houses and mountains have. And so yeah, it's kind of cool to have a mini shrine. And we have a well in the back, and so that's where our drinking water comes. It was never connected to the municipal water system, so it's actually the only thing that we're connected to is the electrical grid, which is Tokyo Electric, which is the one responsible for the Fukushima nuclear disaster. And so we're just waiting for the construction to end, and then we'll cut it off and go off grid completely. And yeah, just show people how you can have kind of this rural homestead off-grid life, but have a lot of entertainment, stimulation, and community, which is what I think a lot of people want in cities and don't feel like they can find in rural areas. So we're trying to kind of bring different elements that will meet everybody's needs, so that they really feel engaged and can enjoy the spaciousness but the excitement at the same time, and learn real skills. Last part of the tour. So this part we had to completely take out. There was a little structure that was too funky. It's the best sun hitting area, and so we wanted windows, and so we got a really cool set of windows, and you know, just making it look good in bits and pieces. And so yeah, hopefully soon we can have a much more international community, rural old folks who live all around here, who, you know, been with the land and know how to live the homestead life and understand the traditions and the wisdom of the land. And then young people from Tokyo who are, you know, just waiting to switch the direction of their life. and then people from all over the world who can give us more exciting stimulation. And so yeah, someday we'll be ready to host more people, and in the meantime we're just going to be slowly building both the infrastructure and the community, and then there'll be another place for everybody to hang out, learn, and have fun. So thanks so much for listening. This is the Peace and Permaculture Dojo project, and I'll try to keep you guys updated in English too every half a year or so. So all right, have a wonderful day.